snacks.
What's good, Loading Snacks universe? Your boy Jokes here, and it's time for another edition of Wrestle Wednesday. So this week we got a lot to talk about, so we're gonna jump right in. All Elite Wrestling, Double or Nothing. Absolutely amazing show. Top to bottom, I don't care which one of the matches you watched, every single one of them has something different to offer. I'll tell you now, if you're someone that hasn't watched wrestling in a while, 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, this is something that you probably want to take a look at, because it gives you a little bit more of a sense of wrestling than what WWE had to offer. Now, because this is brand new, there's not too much of that story element that has gone into it just yet. We're kind of setting up some things. For instance, AEW's new heavyweight championship. They unveiled it at Double or Nothing. And what's very interesting about this, a legend came out and presented this championship to show it off. This legend, Bret the Hitman Hart. Pause. Yes, I said Bret Hart. Now, yes, he is a WWE legend. So when he came out to present this championship, everybody lost it. This was from total left field, right field, wherever you want to call it from. Nobody in their right mind thought that this man, Bret Hart, was going to have anything to do with anything outside of the WWE. Now, that was just one statement in itself. Let's talk about a couple of the matches that went down. We're going to start first, the pre-show, the buy-in, the Casino Battle Royale match. Now, typical Battle Royal, wrestlers comes down, you get thrown over the top rope, you're eliminated from the match. Nothing you haven't seen before. This was more of the statement piece to set up who was going to be one of the first people to contend for the new heavyweight championship. Fast forward, the winner of this match, Hangman Adam Page. Now, he was actually a surprise entrant into the actual Battle Royal. He was supposed to have a singles match, but due to some creative differences, that match didn't happen. So him actually showing up in the Battle Royal was a big surprise to everybody. Moving on. Probably one of my favorite matches of the night. Cody versus his brother Dustin Rhodes. Now, if you're not familiar, the Rhodes family. Legendary Dusty Rhodes, these are his sons. Now, this match hasn't had a lot of time to build, but for what they did in certain promos leading up to this match, I thought it was phenomenal. You would have thought Cody was just this absolute dick of a brother trying to just say, hey, I'm the favorite. But Dustin also kind of did that, a little bit of the same thing. He even came out, he had on a Dusty's favorite shirt. I thought that was absolutely genius. Now, we all know Dusty probably loves them both the same equal way. I'm sure he did. But I can tell you, these two absolutely made their father proud. They put on a match that a lot of people didn't think was going to stand up to the caliber of what current superstars would have to offer. Especially Dustin being a little bit older. I got to give props to my man, because he put on one hell of a show. He even followed his footsteps. He got busted open really, really bad. Now, I was afraid my man was gonna pass out. I really was. But in his bloody face that he had, it added another element to this match that was just absolutely incredible. Now, Cody did win this match, but he did do something pretty cool after the match. He had a conversation with his brother. He let him know that he had another match lined up, and it was a tag match versus what he thought is the greatest tag team in the world right now, the Young Bucks. But he needed something more than just a partner or a friend. He needed his older brother. Now, this moment was one of those grab your heart out, tears drop, like, it was amazing. It kind of was reminiscent of when Dusty did this a long time ago with Dustin. And I feel like that was that nod to that particular moment, which I thought was absolutely epic, showing how this moment has been culminating for decades. Now that's a storytelling right there. Moving on, the main event of the night. Chris Jericho versus Kenny Omega. The winner of this match would be the second person in that match to determine who would win the AEW Heavyweight Championship. So I can tell you right now, this is the second time these two guys have actually gone at it. They went at it in New Japan, and that match was absolutely fire. A lot of people doubted that Chris Jericho was going to be able to hang with Kenny Omega again. Now, I've already said I wanted Chris Jericho to win this match. Chris Jericho won this match. Now let me tell you a little bit why that is actually an epic thing. Chris Jericho has carried companies on his back throughout his career at certain points in time, whether it was WCW, whether it was WWE. Now granted, Kenny Omega is a big name to himself, but when you entrust something to a veteran like that of Chris Jericho, that says something. Now, he may not be the one to win the big championship, but he's in the position to lead this company into the greatness that it could potentially be. I'm looking forward to see what the outcome of this will be. Also adding a little bit of a layer onto that was the aftermath of this match. Jon Moxley showed up at Double or Nothing. Now that was a statement. So if you're not familiar with Jon Moxley, he was formerly known as Dean Ambrose in the WWE. Part of probably one of the biggest three-man teams, The Shield. So when we found out he was leaving WWE, it was kind of a surprise. We even thought it was a work, and we did not know what to expect. Even me, I personally did not know where this was going to lead to. I thought he was going to end up coming back to WWE as Jon Moxley. But him showing up as possibly he is one of the biggest names that WWE had to offer, and show up on a whole entire different program, that's a statement. Now I will tell you, there were some shots thrown all night at Double or Nothing to WWE. One, Dean Ambrose, Jon Moxley. After the match was over, he took a picture with Cody, and they were both flipping the good old-fashioned Stone Cold middle fingers. And I'm pretty sure that was a little bit of a shot at the WWE. Also, Cody, his entrance in his match, he came out, and there was a throne out there. That throne had a mock-up of Triple H's logo. Now, there's no way you can mistake it at all. Showing anything that looks or will remind you of anything of WWE, I don't think you would necessarily want to do that unless you're going to send a message. Now, he ignored it first. He went to the ring and got a sledgehammer. Sledgehammer, for you Triple H fans out there. Sen, I know you know sledgehammer.
Absolutely. Okay.
That was something significant right there. I mean, he was nodding at Triple H. There was no ifs, ands about it. He was nodding at Triple H. And this is, to me, was telling, hey, Trips, I don't need you. I'm doing big things. Walked back to the throne with that sledgehammer, and he destroyed it. Triple H logo and all. I thought that was the biggest statement that he could have made to the WWE. Now, I personally want to see AEW succeed on every level possible. The reason why, to be honest, WWE as of lately hasn't been telling great storylines when it comes time to it. They want Brock Lesnar to be the face, but fans don't really want that. I think if WWE took a little bit of a page out of AEW's book, which it seems like they want to listen to more of what the fans want, they may get a little bit more of a better reception right now. But I'll be honest with you, after watching Double or Nothing, I have extremely high hopes of what this company has to offer. And I'm going to be watching very, very closely. I don't think I'm going to be disappointed. But my question to you guys, what did you think of Double or Nothing? Did you enjoy it? Those moments that happened all through the night, the shots at WWE, did you guys think that those were very impactful, or do you think they were just meaningless little jabs that was being thrown at the WWE? Do me a favor and drop those comments below. And this has been another edition of Wrestle Wednesday, and I'll catch you later. So, did you guys like what you saw? Do me a favor. Like, share, and subscribe. Hit the ding-a-ling bell so as we have new content come up, you guys will be the first to know. And also, hop on over to patreon.com/loading snacks where you can get the exclusive Loading Snacks content that you can't get anywhere else.